Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. And you are welcome to this special edition of this kind of program. If you are joining us this evening, afternoon, morning, dependent on your place of domicile, kindly share the video and invite others to join. If you're watching on Facebook at Judge Money Blog Official, at Judge Money Blog, at Judge Money Blog TV, or Judge Money Blog /TV, share the video, follow the page, and invite others to join. If you are watching on YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa, subscribe to the channel, like the video for the algorithm to continue to do the sharing. I want our people to look into something, just like I said here, that the northern people, they are indeed waking up to the truth. But the only problem that they have is that they are not willing yet to tell themselves the truth. They are waking up to the truth. They know the truth. But the problem that they have is that they are not yet ready to tell themselves the truth. That is the reason why I bring to you this video of this northern imam. Will I say he's imam, or I don't know, but he's a Muslim teacher, where he is actually talking about so many things. Sorry about that noise. This phone is actually tripping off to do what it wants. So if you look at that video, you will understand what, you will know. If you look around it, you will know exactly. He is like a imam, he is like a preacher, he is a northern man preaching to the Muslim about 2023. And that video is a video, I want us to watch this video. And when we are watching this video, we will start analyzing this video, because this video talks about a lot of things. First of all, number one thing that triggered me to actually pay attention to that video was this man was talking about 2023 election, that they have realized that they have to vote wisely. They have realized this, they have realized that. So I want us to now listen to it, because the things that he said in this video, talking about their people voting wisely in 2023, talking about if war has to break out, first of all, before we go there, I want to acknowledge our legal team for their for their job well done in yesterday's appeal court proceedings. I want to acknowledge them. They have done marvelously well, and I believe they will continue to do that until Biafra comes and beyond, and their name will be, written in the book of life. So now you saw what was the court proceedings, and their, how they adjourned the court. So that is exactly what we need to talk about. We are going to actually reflect on that as well before we will actually do some other things. But for now, I want us to look at this video that I am about to play for you. When you look at the video, you will now know and understand that the northern people are now waking up to the truth. But there is something that I have, there is a problem I have with this video. There is a problem I have with the video. They are waking up realizing that going to war is not actually a solution to the problem of Nigeria. They are realizing that going to war is not a solution to the problem of Nigeria because he made a lot of reference and you know but let us listen to the video before we actually proceed.
About our declining values, our rate of hopelessness, if we are concerned about our economic disposition now, if we are concerned about how poorer we are going into, every day we are getting poorer, if we are concerned about the decline of education, if we are concerned about the decline of the health sector, if we are concerned about the bad image the international community has on Nigerians, if we are concerned about our future and the future of the next generation, we have a choice to act wisely, to think wisely, to behave wisely, and to vote wisely, devoid of any sentiment. This is the last chance we have, 2023. Wallahi, this is our last chance. If we get it wrong, we will never get it right. And let me...
There is something he said here that this is the last chance they have in 2023. That if they get it wrong, they will never get it right. Now, I want you to understand that these people, they are awoken to the truth. But the problem they are having right now is that they are not able to acknowledge that, voting or going to the polling unit in 2023 is not the solution to the insecurity. Going to vote and voting wisely is no longer the solution to the problem, because the people who are, who want, what belongs to you in that Nigeria, the people, they will never change from their own obligation. Now, if you are actually trying to instill in your people, telling them to go and vote wisely, it does not change anything. It will never change anything. Even if they vote wisely come 2023, believe you me, it is not going to solve the problem that you are lamenting about today, because that same problem was the same problem you see today. It was the same thing Mazen Namdekan was saying prior to 2015, telling you that it is coming. And yet, you people turned a blind eye to it. You people now declared a deaf ears to it. That is the reason why it has come to take you guys by surprise. What am I trying to say? Mazen Namdekan told you guys that there will be that the Fulanis are planning on total emasculation of the zoo. They are planning to take over the whole Nigeria, because they claim that Nigeria belonged to their ancestors. They claim that Nigeria was given to their ancestors. And now you ask yourself, who gave them over to who gave Nigeria over to them? The same people who created Nigeria, which is Britain. Those are the same people who gave Fulani over Nigeria. And there is nothing you as an ordinary person can do, whether you go to the polling unit and vote wisely. It is not going to change that narrative that Fulani believe that Nigeria belongs to them. And it is time for them to take over that Nigeria. All you need to be teaching your people now is to get security ready. It is not about vote wisely. We are Biafrans. And we know that if we want to adopt your line of teaching, vote wisely, we are going to adopt it because we have a Biafran in the leading line of this vote wisely, whom you are, campaigning for. But we are Biafran. We see things before it comes to pass. We tell you things before it will happen. And we have actually exposed every plans of the enemy of these indigenous people in Nigeria. They are coming. You preaching to your people to vote wisely is not going to change the plan. It is not going to change the plan. Even if you bring the best man on the planet and vote for them into that political space in that country you called Nigeria, there is nothing that person can do. That person will not do anything good, believe you me. They will not do anything good. Vote wisely, because if you don't get it right now, you will never get it right again, because they know it is time. Pharaoh, let my people go. It is time for them to let Biafra go. It is time for them to destroy that Nigeria. Now, are you not so? Are you So sorry for that interruption. You know, my apologies for that interruption, but we are going to bring it back where we left off. Just 1 minute, just going to refresh and bring back the video. I forgot my computer was not plugged, so it hibernated. So it is very necessary that we must continue. Just trying to get that video back on stage so that we continue. My apologies for that interruption. Where is the video? Just 1 minute. So we have so much files. That's why I am finding it difficult to trace back that video, but surely I will. Let me do this. Let me adjust. So let us try again. I hope the video is not corrupted. So it looks like the video that I was playing right now has disappeared or maybe corrupted because of the shutdown. But even if it is corrupted. At least I am aware of the content of the video. We can still talk about the video. We can still talk about the video. Looks like the file is corrupted because it's not showing the format anymore. Wow. And it is the first time I am experiencing just such things. The video we just had now just got corrupted just because of this interruption. It just got corrupted. The file, I think the file was on MP4, but it's no longer playing. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then I needed that video to use it to talk, and to download that video is going to take much time again. So we are just going to proceed without the video. Then I will bring it later. So great Biafrans all over the world, what I am saying about the video you just saw there, that video, I know it has a lot that we have to talk about, but you know, we are not only up against, we are up against different energies. So those energies will continue to attack what we are doing, but it will never stop us, because that I don't see every other video in my files, they are still okay, but this one got corrupted. It's no longer playing. So I want us to understand what they said in that video. What it says in that video, it was talking about telling the northern people to make sure that they make a wise decision through their voting, that they should vote wisely. How are they going to vote wisely? So that they say that it is now or never, that if not now, that they will never get it right again. Now you will begin to ask yourself, why are they talking about getting it right and not getting it right again? Because they know Nigeria has ceased to exist. Nigeria is finished. That is, they know that Nigeria has expired. Even with, are you surprised that in this time of the year, in this time around, when it is the most crucial time in the time in Nigeria, the woman that is, has the key of this structure, of this colonial structure in Nigeria, just dropped dead. Are you surprised to see it happening? You shouldn't be surprised. After all these years, even 2 years ago, not she didn't die. 3 years ago, she did not die. Even 2021, she did not die. 2022 ending on this September is when she died, because there is a revolution that is about to take place. And that revolution, it is a revolution that, if people are not careful and do what is right, which is let this Nigeria that you cannot handle, divide it, let everybody go their separate ways. We build a common ground. If we do that in peace, not like if you do it in pieces, it will still not divide. It will divide, but maybe we will still remain enemies. So that is the reason why it is now time for the wise to think about prior to 1960, we have been grappling with the same issues. We have been grappling with this issue of economy, economic development, infrastructure, you know, unemployment, bad governance, insecurity, prejudices. We've been grappling with all these elements that I just mentioned, and it never changed. It never ever actually changed or improved, regardless of who gets in there. And you will bear me witness that it was a bit better when Goodluck Jonathan went there. But because of the problem that the structure has, you will never thrive as a person who want to fix the country. So because of that faulty foundation that is, that Nigeria is built on top, you will never get it right. That is the reason why this man is telling his people, because he can tell what is to come. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started lamenting about this prior to 2015, when Buhari took over office. Now, for you to know that the plans of this enemy, they are real. It is not actually conspiracy. You are beginning to see the amount of insecurity in Nigeria. The northern region of Nigeria is in the, it's in disarray. There is no place in northern Nigeria that is safe for anybody, because they are underreporting those things happening in the north by Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists, and all those. They will continue to underreport it because you, as an individual, you always do not pay attention to politics. The problem you have there, you don't pay attention to politics. For you to understand the type of politics that they are playing in Nigeria. Now, when you begin to pay attention to that politics they are playing in Nigeria, you will understand that politicking will never get you where you want to be or where you're supposed to be. Politicking you see there, it will never get you anywhere. The only way you are going to be free, the only way you are going to be developed, it is to break the structure that died with British monarchy. Because, why did I say so? British monarchy is dead, which they are the ones holding that structure. And you will bear me witness in coming years that British monarchy is dead. Why did I say so? People are realizing the problem that they have caused in this world. People are now being exposed to the problem these people have caused to the world. Only these people. These people. And they continue to recycle this problem generation to generation. People are realizing, even the people that, these problems they caused on us are in favor of, they are also realizing, they are actually counting and actually exposing what these people did to us. So it is now up to us to now realize ourselves that what happened to us in the past centuries, are we going to make up for it by now doing the right thing, putting things where it is supposed to be? For that northern man or northern imam telling people you should go out there, if you are voting, vote wisely. Because if you don't get it right now, you will never get it right again. It carries a lot of weight. What he is saying there, it is just because he is not able to actually understand the line of his teaching. That is the reason why he is now telling you when you vote. Now I got a new video of that. Yeah, I believe I have gotten it. Actually didn't take long to download, so I have gotten back the video, so we are going to go back to it quick. We are going to go back to it because I was thinking it's going to take long, but luckily it didn't take long. So that's the way it is. Let us listen to it again before we proceed. This is the last chance we have, 2023. Wallahi. So he is Islamic teacher. This is the last chance they have, 2023. Wallahi. Somebody say it is not audible. Is it the video or my voice? Okay, let me repeat. Let me repeat. I see it is indeed not audible. Let me repeat the video. It is still so low. So the man is talking about. I will actually bring it. I will actually talk about it more. He is talking about if you have assigned that you want to get it right in Nigeria, that if you have assigned that you are not going to be a refugee in another man's land, that you need to vote wisely in 2023. That's actually what the man is talking about. And what he is saying here, it is a message that he is saying, but he does not understand that these things that he is talking about is the solution does not lie on the voting system. The solution does not lie on the 2023 presidential election. The solution lies on this referendum that people are demanding for. That is where Nigeria solution, the problem that is going to escalate in Nigeria, the problem is going to be solved through a referendum. Because there are some people who believe that Nigeria belongs to them and it can never be ruled by any other person, especially the Igbos. That Nigeria can never be ruled by them. Now, with these people around, there is no way you are going to get a credible election in that Nigeria. There is no way you are going to get a credible to vote somebody who is going to fix the country. Anybody that the system allows to come in is somebody that is going to continue to nurture the system. It is not somebody that is going to change the system, because the system will never enable somebody who is coming to change it into the position of leadership in that Nigeria, because the system itself is corrupted system which favors Britain and is supposed to favor Fulani, but because of the wrong implementation of Fulani's, way of lives, the way they do their own thing, that is the reason why it looks like the system is not favoring them. But this system is supposed to be in favor of Fulani and British oligarchy. So now they believe that there is nobody that's supposed to change that system or go into that system to fix Nigeria or that contraption called Nigeria. So the system will never allow a good person to come in. Anybody that the system have to allow there must be somebody who is going to go according to the laws of the system. And that laws, you can enrich yourself, but you can never implement something that will favor the public as a Nigeria. Because if you implement things that will favor the public, it means that this public will now get used to good stuff and they will be wanting it every day. And they will not stop until they remove the hands of this system, those people who implemented that system. Don't you ever allow these people who are hungry to be exposed to something that will quench their thirst. Continue to actually do like this. Give them small, small. If you expose them in eating big, they will never ever allow themselves to go back. That is what the system is. Facebook have started kicking people out of this program, but It does not matter. If they kick you out, bring yourself back in. So otherwise, you go to YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa if they don't want people to watch the program, because I can see my watching device, they keep kicking it out. So that system, we must talk about it, because the reason why they will continue to do what we are doing, whenever we are talking about something that is going to help a black man in Africa, they will not allow you to listen to it or to share it or to distribute it. But the most important thing is that we will continue to talk about it. This system that you are using in Nigeria, that they are claiming that Peter Obi, Tinubu, or Atiku, that one of them is going to go in there and make a change. That is a lie. Nobody is going to make a change. You never ask yourself in the last 100 years, in the last, okay, let me just put it, prior to the independence, in the last 60 years, why is it that you could not get it right? Why aren't you getting it right in the last 60 years? Does it mean that there are no good people that are in politics in Nigeria? Or does it mean that there is a system that is not enabling these people to do anything? So why do you want to continue to make the same, use the same strategy and expecting a different result? This strategy that you are trying to now introduce, let's make a change 2023, let's do this, let's do that, it is not going to work. It's absolutely not the problem. The problem is not voting wisely. The problem is not putting angel there. The problem is the system where you are voting that person into. There are people who are, holding that system. That these people that are holding that system, they see all of you as less than an animal. That's what these people see you to be. Have you seen that video where this late queen was throwing things like throwing food for Biafran children on the ground, like he is throwing to his pigeon? His dogs, he feed them, he feed his dog, her dog, he feed the dog very well in a clean dish. But Biafran children, she was feeding them as if she was feeding his pigeon, his doves, throwing on the floor. Even our ancestors were also fighting to pick up from the floor also to eat, some of them. Do you think that these people will implement a system that will give you food in a platter of gold? If they gave you that, it is actually something that they kept for you to use it to learn what type of system these people implemented for you. That is the reason why they are throwing those food and you are fighting who will get it. Now, let me now contextualize it to the way you are being treated in that zoological republic by your political class, by your exploiters. Now, do you think there is a difference between what this woman was doing in 60s to what these politicians are doing today by throwing money on the air for you? They know that you people are in hundreds. They will be throwing money on air for you. You will be fighting to get it. Do you think there is difference between those two? There is no difference. The system is meant for you not to test anything good, but anything that you have to even get, you have to strive. You have to wipe your sweat before you will be able to get your hands to it. That is the system. So when you see these politicians throwing money on air for you, I keep advocating against it. When you see people throwing money on air for you, then you will be running after them. They will be throwing, you will be causing stampede. People can even get hurt because they are looking for maybe 50 naira, or they are looking for 100 naira. They can even get a problem that is bigger than 500 in order, because you are fighting to be the one who will catch. That is as a result of the implementation of Queen Elizabeth II throwing food for you on the ground. That is exactly what they picked it, where they picked it up from, because the system is working as if the system is working in your DNA. You see that system? It is working in your DNA. It controls you. That is the reason why the scriptures say we are not fighting against flesh and blood. We are fighting against principalities and powers from the high places. These principles are the principles they have given to you. They have planted it like a seed. It is growing in everybody. It is growing in everybody, especially the political class. They are the ones watering that seed that these people planted. I am so happy that that video where children are being fed like pigeon is still there. It is actually for the time of like this, for this era of awakening, so that people will realize where it began, so that you will not only say, no, it was Queen, she did it and died. They continued with it. They continued with it. Before 1960, I don't think there are people who are throwing money. Before 1960, or before even 1955, people throwing money for people to be going up and down, running after you to catch. It was the implementation of this colonialism. Implementation, if you want to give your people anything, make them to fight for it. Always make it, always make that thing you want to give to your people, make it to be insufficient. Make it to be a very little. If they are 1 million, bring 20, so that they will fight for it. They will start killing themselves for it. That is the implementation. And that is exactly as a result of what they are doing. Throwing money on air for you, knowing that it will never reach all of you, because they know if it is going to be enough for all of you, they will put you in the line or in the queue. Then you will collect this money one after another. So while you are condemning the activities of that woman, that late woman, condemn it in your politicians and in your so-called millionaires and billionaires. Condemn the same activities, because that is the same thing they are doing. It does not matter what you used to do it. You might maybe differentiate it or say that it is Queen was using food, but your people are using money. That is the same thing. There is no difference. That is something that you want. Those people she was throwing food for, they were hungry. Those people that you are throwing money for, they are hungry for money. That's why you are doing the same thing. So this principle is something that you, as a person in that northern Nigeria, telling people to vote wisely, under the same principle, you are making a big mistake. You are not trying to solve the problem. You are actually trying to prolong the problem, because that is an adage that says, what you know that it will never stand, you continue to, nurture it to stand. Instead of finding a solution to make it, permanently, to find a way to break that thing that is not holding it, and find something else and put under it to stand. Because this structure that they bring up to put us together and call us Nigeria, it is faulty. It is faulty. And that is the reason why, as a result of that intimidation, dehumanization, demonization from the government to the people. The same thing that the people are turning against their own people because what the government is, you actually give, or actually, I will say you reciprocate what you actually receive from the government. What you see the government is like is the same thing that people are going to be like. If the government is an armed robber, people are going to be armed robber. And anybody who finds somebody that they believe they can make a prayer, that person becomes their prayer. The thing you need to understand about the structure you found in Nigeria, I am actually, specifically, I am addressing those people in the north who still believe that you have to vote wisely, that it is a solution to Nigeria problem. It is not solution to Nigeria problem. If we eventually, those people who are calling themselves Igbo presidency, if eventually you get Igbo presidency, what happened to those years that you were not voted in? Who is going to account for it? Who is going to account for it? Because you people are just, every time you want to consolidate, instead of you finding a way to do it yourself, actually, remove yourself from these people that you are consolidating with every day. Every day you want to consolidate. The reason why you people that are politicians are not getting this, you are not getting it, you are not getting it because you people are carried away because you want fame. Once you become a Nigeria president, you are sorted. The immunity, the money, the fame, the power, everything. That is what you are looking for. Nothing else. Who is going to make up for those people who died because they did not give any Igbo person opportunity, that they end up start eating themselves? Who is going to make up for those years? Don't you know time will come when all these first world countries will begin to pay the generation of those slaves who built the first world country that they are enjoying today? Time will come when they will start talking about paying them more than $24 trillion that they use. They gave them free labor. They build America, they build Britain, they build every Western country because with our strength, the strength of our people, our ancestors that you sold for slavery, they build those places without getting paid. Don't you know time will come when they will start paying them? Because what goes around will always come around. They haven't escaped that. They will still pay for that labor of these people. They're called slavery, or slaves rather. Because how will you actually understand the algorithm? It is before now, 20 years ago, it is not a lot of people who are advocating for the freedom of Africa. The people who came out to advocate, their life was, in danger. They were shut up immediately by the Western world. But today, before now, that is where you found that parable where Jesus Christ said that the laborers are few, but the work is plenteous. The laborers are few, but the work is plenteous. Now, you will find out now, this time around, the laborers are plenteous. The work is getting fewer and fewer, because the more you wake up, the more you emancipate your mind from mental slavery, the more these people are going to find a way to do the right thing, because they know, and they are the ones who spoke it in English. What goes around will always come around. So at some point, they will have to do the right thing, regardless of them acting like they don't want. And those that are acting like they don't want, it is actually the nature that is actually making their heart to be strong, so that when the destruction will come, they will not escape from it. They will not even have a reason to avert it. That is it. That is where you can contextualize it to. A fly that does not listen goes to the grave with the carcass. Now, what am I trying to say? Because what we are saying, we are actually putting it through the history. We are actually putting it through how it is written. How it is written. Because our world has been shaped. Our world is written and is getting shaped every day, rather. It's getting shaped every day. That is the reason why when the sun continues to move, when it gets to the end, it draws back. That is how it is. You will get to the end of every road. And this is, we are actually getting to the end of the road of Western colonization. We are getting to that end of the road. They might be acting as if they don't get the message, but they are getting the message. But they have to, their heart must be like a stone, so that things will take place. But for now, I want us to focus on this Africa, on our people. Our people is the problem of Africa now. That is the reason why when the people we are talking about don't say RIP or no RIP to Queen. I had a different opinion. The reason why I had a different opinion, because in this era now, if our people decide to have their freedom, they will have their freedom. It is actually because our people don't want freedom, because some few people will allow them to decide for our people, to decide for us. Few individuals, we always make them decide for us. Few individuals in politics. But let me play this video to the end, then we will bring the full analysis of the video. I want you to also see that these people are now realizing there is a problem. But the problem they have is that they don't know the solution to the problem that they have realized that it is in existence. Now let us go there.
Ensure they convince you and me and them all and sundry, so that elections will not hold. Because they're not elections hold. People are getting more important. We are wiser than ever before. We are going to make a wise choice.
I don't know the video. Looks like it's not actually bringing out volume. It does not have volume. Let me. Well, it does. It does actually have volume. Well, let's try again.
The
I
choice is
want.
ours. We have for Nigerians. If we are concerned about our future and the future of the next generation, we have a choice to act wisely, to think wisely, to behave wisely, and to vote wisely, devoid of any sentiment. This is the last chance we have, 2023. Wallahi, this is our last chance. If we get it wrong, we will never get it right. And let me warn you, there are people in this country now, high-profile individuals who have only one message. They don't want election to hold, I swear. They are busy going from pillar to pole.
He said there are people in that country who does not want election to hold. They are going from pillar to pole to make sure election does not hold. Do you know why? These are the same people whom are convincing members of their syndicate that Nigeria belongs to them. You might be surprised that these same people are able to convince some Igbos, some Yorubas. Of course, Hausa is emasculated, so they don't need to convince them. They were able to convince these people that the country belongs to them. So since the country belongs to them, and now, if you imagine what is going on, they are now realizing that the people have woken up. And to continue to exploit these people, it is a suicide mission. To continue exploiting these people, it is a suicide mission. Therefore, we have to now find a way to emasculate everybody in the name of Islamization. Because they will call it Islamization, so that they will bring their Sharia law into place, so that then you will not be able to even act upon your waking up. You will not even be able to do any other thing but you walk according to the rule of their jihad. That is exactly what you see that is about to happen. Those are the people who does not want the election to take place. If you search everybody, all these people you find in Asoville, you will find out, or in Asorok, you will understand that these people, they are not even interested in election. They are interested in enriching themselves to the highest, level, so that when it is time for Fulani to take over the place, if they are taking over the place, some of them who are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, they will now take their bag and their private jet to United Arab Emirates. They have mapped their next destination to United Arab Emirates. When you will be busy fighting and grappling with the problem they have caused, they will escape. They will go to Dubai. They will go to Dubai. And they will live 5-star life there. And you will still be here. This problem that you don't want to speak out for it to be solved, you will be here grappling with it. There is another thing this man said here that I want you to pay very good attention to.
Planting venoms, landmines, hate, all sorts of misinformation to ensure that they confuse you and me and them all and sundry, so that elections will not hold. Because they know if elections hold, People are getting more informed. We are wiser than ever before. We are going to make a wise choice. They don't want us to choose wisely. They want us to continue choosing stupidly. They don't want election to hold. What are they doing? They want to incite you and me into breakdown of law and order. They want to ensure that they incite you using your religion and my religion to ensure that we kill, we maim.
This is him confirming that they are now inciting people to believe in the jihadist movement that is upcoming. That is exactly what this guy is preaching here. That the people who are inciting them through religion, the fact that he mentioned religion, Christian, this and that, it does not, it is just part of it to sugarcoat it. It is just to sugarcoat it. They know that these people are now planning a jihad. So then you believing that their election in 2023, it is going to move smoothly, the way you will expect it. It is not true. People are going to die. Now you ask yourself, is it worth it for you to lose lives? Because all terrorists are going to be awoken. All these evil people are going to be awoken. They are going to stir up their sword against people to make sure that this power does not shift. Is it worth it? Those are the questions we need to be asking. Why are these people so interested in that election? Why are they preaching election even though they foresee the danger? They can see the danger ahead. They are now telling you there are people who are actually evangelizing, making you not to believe in 2023 election. Nigeria time is over. Nigeria time is over. And that is when we are saying it is now or never. What she is telling you that it is now or never. It means only one thing. It only means one thing. They know that Nigeria has expired. Nigeria has died with the Queen of England. So telling you it is now or never, it is actually telling you that if you don't do something, you will lose Nigeria. But he does not know that Nigeria is lost already. Nigeria is lost already. You can never find it. What these people are doing, telling you P2B. Now, let us now bring the interest of all these people that are now going to be your leader in maybe in 2023. Let's present their interest. You go to P2B. Biafrans has been agitating all over the world. In Nigeria, they are being killed. In every part of Nigeria, they are being killed. The people in abroad cannot go home because they want their freedom from this contraption created by British in 1914. Now, Peter Obi did not start trying to find a way to curb the problem in Biafra land. Peter Obi is not talking about the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but he is coming to tell you they are going for Igbo presidency. Now, how can you be going for Igbo presidency when you know that the things that made you, that triggered your consciousness for you to realize now we need to be in power? Those things now, you are undermining it. You are not even looking forward to solving the problem before you even see if you are going to go into the power. You are not looking towards that direction. That problems we mentioned it is economic exploitation against Biafrans, extrajudicial killings against Biafrans, exclusions against Biafrans. These things, marginalization above all, these things are the things that people are crying for. It is the same reason why your consciousness got woke up to fight for Igbo presidency. Now, while you are actually at it, trying to make your way into that Igbo presidency, you are not actually talking about how to solve these issues, this problem. You are not talking about releasing of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which you know, as a product of all these things that I have mentioned and more to be mentioned, it is what triggered the agitation. You don't want to talk about it. You don't even want to come out boldly to say release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because that is the part of the mistake that we are going to correct. Because if you are indeed somebody who is going to lead Nigeria into a good, a good Nigeria, because let's play a devil advocate here. If you are indeed going to do it, first of all, you need to start with equity. You need to make your campaign to lie on equity. Don't even pretend in order to say that North is marginalized just because you want their vote. You need to be sincere, because insincerity is what places us where we are today. You are not sincere. Did you know this guy? This guy called Julius Malema of South Africa. That guy, if you listen to him, he is somebody, I will say that this guy is actually like, he does not pretend. He is a politician, and he knows that what he is doing is not going to favor his political ambition. But what he does, he puts the life of Africans first. He put the lives of Africans first. You see, everybody will experience his speech to Queen Elizabeth. Now, you will now ask yourself, all these people that are in this, in this syndicate fighting for presidency, it is my turn, it is Igbo presidency, it is Muslim ticket. You will now begin to ask yourself, these people, they are not actually speaking about the real problem. If they are not touching on the real problem, how are they going to solve that real problem? Because they are not talking about it. They are just traveling, flying abroad, going to consult their colonial masters who will help them to be in power. You are believing that those places they are flying, like P2B, flying all over the place. In Britain, he fly there, they tell him what to do. He fly to America, they tell him what to do. You will believe that these people that he is going to now consult and take permission from them that he want to do something for you, do you think they will allow him to? Of course, they will not allow him to, because these people are going to be the godfather. Because of these practices of godfatherism in Nigeria or in Africa, that has been the problem of this African politics. Godfatherism. And who is fathering this God? Who is this godfathers? Where are they coming from? They are coming from the West. They are coming from the West. You know, I will say that a typical example of it is Obama, actually campaigning for Buhari. Obama campaigning for Buhari. Now, as a result of Obama campaigning for Buhari, what did that Buhari regime give to you? Have you seen it? Buhari regime is giving you hell on earth. Obama campaigned for him, Obama, almighty Obama of America, of almighty America. So they sit where they are. They actually godfather the person that will destroy you. They will actually support the person that is going to destroy you. Because first of all, that as once they are placed in that position, their first priority is to those who make it happen. Their first priority. Second priority is themselves. Third priority is their family. Or let me place it on second. Themselves and their family. Third priority is the group of their cabal, partisan politics. So where did you fall in? Because first and second and third is what we know. Where did you fall in? Nowhere. You will continue to make wrong decisions. The most important thing that you people need to start pushing for now, it is referendum instead of election. Because you know why I am saying this. If you look at what is going on in Nigeria today, you will understand that everybody is not sincere. Nobody is sincere. Among all these people you see there as your candidate, none of them want to be sincere to each other. If they are sincere, their campaign should be based on the people that are marginalized. Nnamdi Kanu that is, kidnapped from Kenya, brought to Nigeria for no reason, for no good reason. They should be asking the present government, why did you want to kill Nnamdi Kanu? Because he was actually advocating for the right of his people, which you have deprived them. They are not sincere. They will go and Peter Obi will go and start advocating for people in the north, and because he want to steal their vote. Northern people, they are our brother. Instead of you starting your charity from home, charity begins from home. Now, if you go to Oduduwa people will be telling you, it is our turn, and we must not allow Peter Obi to take this business to Igbo land, because I saw that message. I saw that video where Peter Obi was showing somebody that a Tinubu group is writing that if you allow Obi, that Igbo people will no longer go to Lagos to invest. That video you see there could be a conspiracy of Peter Obi. It could be a conspiracy of Peter Obi as well. Because it is time for us to start being sincere with ourselves. These are campaigners who are telling you that they will do this, they will do that, they will unite Nigeria. They want to unite their pocket, and they want to unite their personality. These are what these people are. All of them, none of them is different from one another. Because anybody who is going to be a good leader, they need to start speaking towards that angle where the problem is emanating from. They need to condemn what they have to condemn. They need to advocate. They need to be the voice of the voiceless. They need to speak out, not actually pretending like all these people, this trio that are pretending. When they come to speak, they are not organic. They are actually trying to make it, find a way to manipulate you. But this generation is a wrong generation to be manipulated. That is all you need to know. It is a wrong generation to be manipulated because they have manipulated you enough. They have manipulated you enough. If you allow yourselves again to be manipulated once more by telling you Igbo man will give you a better life, or Yoruba man will give you a better life, which is, or that a Hausa man or Cameroon man will give you a better life. These things, they are not going to work. It is not going to work, absolutely. If these three people who call themselves the leaders, to become, they cannot talk about the injustice meted on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It means that they are not ready. Hausa people, why do you think that Peter Obi will give you what you want when he cannot speak about his brother that injustices is meted on? He didn't speak about him. He did not speak about him. And you believe that he will come and give you a better life, or he will come and give you Yorubas a better life. How can you Yorubas believe, or Igbos believe, that the Jagaban that is not speaking about insecurity in Nigeria, is not speaking about the injustice in Nigeria, is going to turn all of a sudden unite Nigeria and give you better unification and better infrastructure, better everything? Why do you think it will happen? Do you think that the man from Cameroon, in the name of Atiku, women's friend, Atiku Umwai, is going to actually, coming to ask you people, what do you think we will do to fix Nigeria? You should make a short video. Do you think it is that person who does not know even what to do? And they are not seeing the injustices. They are not seeing the problem. They are not seeing the struggle. They are only looking at the problems. Do you think that these people are going to get you a better life? Of course, the answer is no. The only thing that will get you a better life is referendum. It is referendum. You have seen what happened in Biafra land yesterday. Did you not see? Have you not seen, or even if you are blind, you are not deaf. If you are deaf, you are not blind. Have you seen what happened in Biafra land yesterday? A whole president of a nation going to a state. He went there, he received himself. He went there, he acknowledged himself. He spoke to himself. He did everything by himself. He fly and go home. Is that not an irony? They were actually trying to bring themselves together, trying to use camera to see if they will create a crowd to cover their shame. Do you know the meaning of that? Do you know how significant that is to the struggle? It shows that Biafrans are no longer interested in your Nigeria and your activities. It shows that we are no longer interested. There is nothing interesting about Nigeria. We are now making our decisions. We make our decisions. But the most important thing, and the only thing that we are asking for, is let us part ways in peace, not in pieces. If we can part ways in peace, I believe it is going to be in favor of every human being in that part of sub-Saharan Africa. If we are able to part ways in peace, it is going to be in favor of everybody. But if we do it in pieces, because according to the algorithm, you will understand that there is nothing holding Nigeria together again. Nothing. There is nothing. Not because you want to, quench your starvation for power. You want to satisfy your starvation for power. And you are calling for Igbo presidency when people are agitating for separation. You are calling for Igbo presidency, which so many of our people, you might be getting carried away now because you don't understand the message. You don't understand the message. That is the reason why so many of them are still getting carried away right now. They are not realizing that it is not through Igbo presidency that will give us what we are looking for, because they believe that when Peter Obi go there, he will do magic. You are not realizing there are people who will grant him permission to go there, and those people are the cabals who hold Nigeria, and those people are the people who exploit you economically, who make sure that they plunge every plans you make to grow. So when you are now being exposed to these informations, how do you now tell yourself that it is Igbo presidency that is going to solve your problem? Because there is nobody that will be Nigeria president that will not actually pledge their allegiance to Britain or Fulani. Impossible. Impossible. And what is the problem of Nigeria? British and Fulani. Those are the problem of Nigeria. And why are they the problem of Nigeria? British colonized Nigeria. They believe Nigeria and her resources belongs to them. They believe that Nigeria and her resources belongs to them. Fulani was handed over the colonized Nigeria, giving them gun and bullet, which is the power to rule over these their colonized entities, to make sure they treat them the same way they were treating the slaves in the slave ship, so that they will continue to obey and be scared. They will continue to obey before complain. They will continue to strive for everything that they have to achieve. That is a way to destroy a man. Why is it that in Britain, any young man, if you have a qualification, you will get a job. And once you get a job, you have access to mobility. You have access to, home, your own home. You will have access to your mobility. You will have access to housing. You can buy yourself a house. You can buy yourself a car. It depends on what you are actually, earning. And these things, do you know the significance of this type of, implementation in a nation? It reduces ndoko ochicho. Because a lot of people carry gun today because they want to drive a car in Nigeria. True or false? So many people whom you find with gun today, they are carrying it because they want to drive a car. They want to drive a Lexus. They want to drive a Acura. They want to drive uh, many type of car. Ordinary car, you carry gun to go and kill one another. Another people, they want to build a house. They want to build a mansion. But in Britain, as long as you have a qualification, which so many of you have qualifications in Nigeria today, but you are a conductor, you are a wheelbarrow pusher, you are a criminal carrying guns. Now, in Britain, people like you, they are employed according to their qualification. And once you are employed, you will be able to have access to mobility. You can buy a car, whichever one you want, as long as you will be able to afford to pay 10% of the price. If it is at highest, 10% of the price and the profit calculated together, and the interest calculated together, you will be able to pay them back to the financial institution which granted you that car or bought that car for you. The same thing applies to the housing. If you want to buy a house, as long as you get a job, you will be able to buy these things so that it will not put your eyes in chasing after this thing. I must drive a car, I must build a mansion, I must do this, I must do that. The next thing you carry a gun. Why is it not implemented in Nigeria? If they want corruption to decline, it can never be implemented in Nigeria because they want you to be carrying gun. They want you to be criminals so that they will be killing you and reducing your populations. While they are killing you, reducing your population, they will continue to blame you for everything that is making the country not to work. They will say they are all criminals. When you show Nigeria passport, even in British embassy, they will be looking at you as a criminal. The same Britain, who place you, who make you the criminal, they will start looking at you somehow. You will be the last to be attended to. Can you imagine? So the same people, they make their country the way it is. They are now there controlling the narrative in your own country, making sure that you don't get to taste the good or this, to actually smell or perceive the good aroma of a nation. Because you never had a nation, you never have a nation, you will never have a nation. That is how it is. Except if you destroy that British oligarchy. Aka British Juno. If you don't remove it, you will never thrive. You will continue to have criminals killing each other. You will continue to have, because the criminalities emanated from politics. The criminality, gangsterism, all of these things emanated from politics, which was introduced to you by Britain. Cultism, all these things, it came with colonialism. That's how it is. So all these things you are grappling with, they will never go away. If there is no nation that is being built from the scratch, having seen the challenges that you have faced in the old nation, we build our new nation according to the challenges that we have faced in the old nation. And we will not allow ourselves to have that mistake done again we made in the new nation by keeping quiet when these few individuals are being used to exploit 200 million. Activism, advocacy, very, very important in a nation building. And that is what we've been lacking in Nigeria. That is the reason why Obasanjo's regime went to kill Fela. Alive, get me that guy, dead or alive. They throw his mother off the window. That is the reason why Buhari's regime, actually, we start from scratch. That is the reason why Gowon wanted to destroy Biafra. British used Gowon, wanted to destroy Biafra, to actually delete them, to make sure they do not come to existence again. That is actually what happened in the book of Psalm 83. They want to make sure that we are not be called a nation again. Psalm 83, the cry of David. He is my ancestor. The cry of David. And that cry repeated in 1967. They want to make sure that you do not remember that you are a nation anymore. They join force together. That is the reason why they convinced Russia to join them. They convinced Egypt to join them. British is there. America was watching. And the French who also have interest on Biafra, they were actually smuggling some, armors, or what do you call it, arsenal, military or war equipment to Biafra. Britain used BBC to sabotage them. They used media propaganda and sabotage it. So they actually later joined force to say, let us destroy these people, to make them not to exist anymore. Because we know that these people are going to challenge us tomorrow. They use Gowon to try to eliminate all of us. As God may have it, they could not. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu rose up again. Or maybe I would say Fela was actually, Uncle Fela was actually, preaching the gospel. Preaching the gospel. They to plan everything during the time of Obasanjo to kill him. Get me that nuisance. Dead or alive. They threw his mother off the window. His old mother. Fela Kuti. That was the man. He was advocating. He is a Yoruba man. He was advocating through music. He was sending the message. He tell you that everywhere is there is sorrow, tears, and blood. Everywhere there is sorrow, tears, and blood. Fela told you, he was advocating, telling you what Nigeria is becoming. They wanted to shut him up. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came up. They used this imposter in Asorok to go and rendition him. Not really. I think I jumped so many things if I say they go and rendition him. They actually kidnapped him through Owazurika. From kidnapping him, they actually put him in Kuje prison. They wanted to destroy him. They made women to piss on him. After that, they now gave him bail only to kill him, only to go and send military to go and do exercise, Operation Python dance. The one they sent to Fela Kuti was, they say, Operation Go and Show the Flag. Operation Go Show the Flag. That was the one during the regime of Obasanjo they sent to Kuti. Now, on Nnamdi Kanu's case, Operation Python Dance, which the python danced, killed 28 persons. in the house of Mazen Namdekan, only in the quest to destroy, eliminate this person who is waking up others, who is waking up the others. They could not, he ran away. They could not let him be. They were looking for him while the terrorists were ravaging the north. Sambisa forest has been taken over. In this place where Sambisa forest has been taken over, you should understand that there are some mineral resources freshly discovered in those areas. So now you will now ask yourself, who are those terrorists? Who placed them there? It is the same people who are interested in your mineral resources. So now you will see them now. They were not looking for the same terrorists because they know what they are doing. They could not go and move swiftly to stop the terrorists, but they couldn't use international intelligence as they were reporting the time they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They couldn't use the international intelligence to actually stop terrorists coming from Mali, Niger Republic, Senegambia. They could not use international intelligence to stop them, but they were able to travel from Nigeria to Kenya. Kenya, I believe, is Kenya East Africa or is it South Africa? Kenya might be south or east, outside ECOWAS. They went there to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Extraordinary rendition him. If they have this power in Africa, so why did they not use that power to stop terrorism? For you to know that this terrorism is there for a purpose, and that purpose is going to play for you in 2023. So they try to stop Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Anything that will make the slaves to turn against the master. Anybody that will instigate the slaves to wake up and demand their right from the master, that person must be eliminated. Thomas Sankara. That's the reason why they eliminated him. Thomas Sankara. His body was just released to come, to actually, to his people. His body was just released from, I believe, from Belgium. That's how they killed him. Martin Luther King. That's how they killed him. Bob Marley. That's how they killed him. And so many of them. Even Tupac is part of the reason. Because these people, they were talking. They were activists. Some were through music. And that is the reason why. When we were growing up, they tell us, don't listen to Tupac music. It is a worldly music. If you listen to Tupac music, you go to hellfire. Don't listen to Bob Marley. It is a worldly music. If you listen to it, you go to hellfire. That is it. So in all these things we are talking about, I want to send this message back to these northern people. So share this message. Make them to understand that they have seen the problem, but they are now going to find solution where there is no solution. The only solution to the problem that you are now lamenting and informing people about, it is through referendum. We need to dissolve that structure that gives British power over you and making decision for you. You need to make sure that you destroy that structure that they are in control of and start your life afresh. How do you destroy it? Referendum. Referendum. That is why they are scared of it. That is why they advise Nigeria to actually, remove it from their constitution, amended constitution. But basically, it should be in the former constitution. They have to bring it back and they have to conduct a referendum. That is the only way you will solve this problem you are crying for
We
about.
destroy and we incapacitate so that there will be total confusion. There will be breakdown of one order. There will be arson and murder so that the country will break. Let me warn you. Just this war between Ukraine and Russia, just that war, there are 10 million refugees. The entire United Nations, look at the money they have. They are battling how to settle 10 million refugees. If you dare allow yourself to be used to destroy this country during the coming election, you are saying that we are willing to have 200 million refugees. No country in the world can accommodate 200 million refugees. No country. Countries neighboring Nigeria are suffering economically. They have their own sort of economic and political problems. Niger cannot accommodate Nigerians. Neither Benin, no Togo, no Ghana, none of these African countries. No country in the world can accommodate 20 million refugees. And that will be the result of a total breakdown of that order if you allow it to happen in 2023. Make no mistake about it. This branch of people, set of people, are not wishing Nigeria well. They are not wishing you well. You must be wary of them. They are there in the gap of Islam and Christianity. They are there in the gap of Hausa, Igbo, Fulani, call all the tribes. They are there. We have all of them in all these tribes. They don't want election. Don't be intimidated. Nobody's instigating you in the church and in the mosque. The function of the church and the mosque is to teach you morality, to guide you through morality, and to guide you through salvation. If a church and a mosque cannot guide you to salvation, that church and mosque are not worthy of being attended for worship. If any bishop or any reverend or any father or any imam or any ustad or any alarm instigates you to go into violence or not to cast your votes or to do anything directly, indirectly, or tangentially related to violence, disobey him in wholesale and retail. Disobey him in wholesale and retail continuously. Don't obey him. Don't believe in him. Avoid him. He is cancerous to the society. He is cancerous to the religion of Islam and Christianity. He is an enemy to Nigeria. 2023 is beyond me, you and me. It's about the entire Nigeria. The world is watching. There have been predictions in the past. Nigeria will break in 2050. It never broke by the grace of God. It will not break in 2023 because we are going to make a wise choice.
And this is how they want to deceive you, that Nigeria did not break in 2023, in 2015, that it will no longer break in 2023. Now, this man is there telling you that you have to make a wise choice, that you must make a wise choice before, so that Nigeria will not break or Nigeria will not go to war. And what is that wise choice he is not telling you? Now, you will ask yourself as Nigerians, and you will ask yourself, is this man actually making sense in what he is saying? because he continued to tell you make a wise choice so that you will not go into refugee. What? But he is not telling you what is that choice that you have to make that is wise. What is the choice that you must make that is wise? The answer is that he does not know which one is a wise choice. He doesn't know, because if he knows, he was going to tell you. Now, let me now tell you what he is not trying to tell you. They know these are where the people who has been assigned to tell you, to make you believe in this Nigeria that it is going to work. Because they know the problem, they have seen the problem, and their biggest fear is that the people are waking up from their slumber. Now they were assigned, he will be preaching to you as a imam, as a pastor, or whatever he may be. He is preaching to you, telling you the problem, but he's not telling you the solution. Half education is dangerous. Half education, because what he is giving you here is half education. Why do I call it half education? He continued to tell you, make a wise decision, make a wise decision. How then are you going to make a wise decision when he is not telling you which one is a wise decision? Because everything these people do in Nigeria, they want to be politically correct. They are not sincere. They are not yet ready to come around. They are not ready to tell you the truth of what is going on. They are not. In everything they do, if they will now wake up to tell you the truth as per what is going on in Nigeria, than telling you that you make a wise decision, make a wise choice, you should be asking them, what is a wise decision? What is a wise choice? Why is it now, after all these years, 60 years ago, you couldn't tell us to make a wise decision and make a wise, or you've been telling us to make a wise decision and make a wise choice, but you never told us about the decision that is wise. Which part of these decisions that are wise? They are not telling you. To show you they are not sincere. He said he is teaching like he is a man. If it is a man or anybody that is, they call themselves a messenger of God, but they cannot actually be sincere and tell you what is going on, tell you what is it that is a wise choice that you have to make. Don't you see? Don't you all see that these people, they don't have any solution? They're bringing you to, to the situation where you are going to be in a wonderland. They are taking you to a wonderland, a wonderland. You'll be wondering, your brain will be wondering, what is that wise choice? By the time you realize it, they have placed you in another predicament, in another 8 years of suffering, in another 8 years of wandering. That is exactly what they are up to. They continue to tell you one thing every day. One thing every day. Make a wise decision. Who is the wise decision in Nigeria? Is there anybody in that political space that is going to be a wise decision for you? Of course, he knows there is nobody. That is the reason why he is keeping you, he's taking you to the wonderland to continue wandering. Nigeria will never be okay because no politician is sincere. You see Ojus Okaru calling his people anything, wishing that he is APC should win, knowing that the APC is the one that is bringing insecurity, sponsoring terrorism, everything. He's calling them to win. You see him. Regardless of any other person, all of them, none of them is going to give you what you want. The only thing that is going to give you what you want, take your future, be in control, be savvy. with your future. Be in control of your future. Because if you cannot get it right, as he said, which is demanding for total dissolution of that Nigeria, so that the hand of these oppressors will be removed permanently from that your life, from your life. Otherwise, anybody you place there, you should know that you are bringing back Queen Elizabeth II. Anybody you place there on this night in this Nigeria, you see, you are actually bringing her back. Those of you who claim you cannot tell him her RIP, if you place P2B there, you are bringing Queen Elizabeth back to life. If you place Atiku there, you are bringing Queen Elizabeth back to life. If you place Tinubu there, you are bringing Queen Elizabeth back to life. Baba will know well, they shouting below con. He will be using him, you know, all these things I am telling you now, you will believe that it is just IPOB talking. It is just because of secession we are talking. Because you don't recognize the truth. The problem of the people of Nigeria, you don't recognize the truth. You people are always, getting carried away with deceit, lies, and manipulation. That's what your problem is. But I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to leave it here. There is something I want us to also look into. The court, what Barrister Joffo said yesterday, what he said yesterday with regards to the court proceedings of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I have said what I have said. Atuolo omalo omalo. Atuolo ofeko ofenyi sinofia. Now there is a video. Okay, let me show you this video before we actually move into what I want to, move into that things that happened in the court yesterday, or what Barrister Joffo actually reported that transpired in court. Now, I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this.
These are things that will change. Let me show you a WhatsApp. Let me read out the WhatsApp for you. Let me just show you a WhatsApp I sent to someone. Is there anybody here who can read very well? And everybody will hear him? Yes. This is a WhatsApp sent by Tinubu's group. No, read it out. I want you to read it out. Everybody can.
Power Clan led.
No.
Okay.
Just read out what it says.
Yoruba, shine your eyes on. If you vote for P2B, is automatically voting for Seaport in South and Southeast. Then Igbos will stop coming to Lagos State to invest. Rather, they will go to Delta and River State. They may even stop building houses in Lagos. It will affect a lot of Yorubas. Yoruba Renu.
This is your context. He don't see the value of let's have something better. He leaves all the confusion.
You see, when I tell you they are not sincere, you should understand it that they are not sincere. These are the people who are actually campaigning. They are going to unite this. They are going to do better. They are going to do this. But there is insecurity. They know this insecurity can never be tackled. That is where I am going to actually be bringing this program of the zoo to an end. Let us actually touch on what transpired in the
And that's
court
it.
yesterday.
And
Let us actually touch on that. Let me bring that interview. With Barrister Ejiofor.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen. Yes. You have an actor to get in here. Many people die. Obodo tara ka ngwere ndọdụ nso. Guys na o ji fe nwata wona aka elu. Aga fọ ọrụ fọ wo. Mana ụka baba isi ka eji ekwu ya. Anyị jere court ka ha kọta apị ko na funa. Okwuru ya gbara okwuru ọtọ tata. Ndị na court agụ na court na ajụ. At some point this prosecutor who represents the federal government in court will only have court to have amendment due to 7 times. The court will say, oh, that is into 7 times. What are you telling me? They never court. 7 times amendment of charge. Go soon, I have already case against them. And the court was not to what's the higher regardment? That's so I get pen against your sister. Cabron Dana to the Galco. I will because no putting out on top. I come just to run the Kenya. But I don't bet the put on the house of the Kenya. They must admitted before the court. I mean the federal government of Nigeria that they kidnapped and abducted them. Possibly reduction.
That they accepted that they kidnapped and they adopted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and forcefully renditioned him back to Nigeria. That is actually where I want to talk about within these 10 minutes I have left to this program. Now, if Nigeria prosecutor or DSS prosecutor has agreed that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was abducted and forcefully renditioned to Nigeria in front of a competent court, showing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is actually a victim of terrorism, perpetrated by the government of Nigeria. And yet, all this while, from High Court to Appeal Court, this is only, it shows you that the thing that you practice in Nigeria is injustice. Injustice. If a prosecuting lawyer or prosecutor will accept that they have, renditioned him because they want him to come and answer for his crime. They have kidnapped him and renditioned him because they want him to come and answer for his crime. Which crime is that? Which crime? Crime because he is advocating for the freedom of his people. And you that went into a sovereign nation, these people went into a sovereign nation kidnap a tourist, kidnap a visitor to that nation. Do you know what that means? It means that Kenya, number one, does not have security. For some people to fly aeroplane, did they grant signal to themselves? Now they come and kidnap, torture somebody for 8 days. After that 8 days, they now fly a plane, rendition him straight back to Nigeria. No question asked by Kenya government or anything. And the advocate on the, what do you call it, the prosecuting lawyer agreed that it is only because they want him to come and answer for their crime, for his crime. Now, who is going to answer for the crime of terrorism that committed in Kenya? Who is going to answer for that, immigration violation of immigration law in Kenya? Who is going to answer for that? For them to go into Kenya without a proper authorization of the immigration of Kenya. And they claim they want to bring somebody to answer for their crime when they have committed an act of terrorism and against their victim. This same victim is the one they are prosecuting, whom is supposed to be technically in Kenya, and they are prosecuting him in Nigeria. So, after all this shenanigans, we will find we are listening to see how Nigeria, as a failed state, is going to navigate this conundrum. We are watching, and the whole world is watching. No wonder they don't want media into the court, because they make a lot of blunder inside the court. They speak things that is supposed to incriminate the country. It is that bad in Nigeria. In case if you are not aware, it is that bad. Nigeria is a failed state. They sponsor terrorism. You see, you are supposed to be your so-called president, an old man. He was very old. Today he is a young boy. You saw him. We were taking pictures with something, I don't know which convention or whatever he went to. You see him the way he is walking. You will find out that it is indeed what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you, that it is 37-year-old boy that is wearing the mask. You will know, you will agree. Buhari, we know, has a medical condition, a very, very serious medical condition. Buhari, we knew he had a serious medical condition. But today, this one is up and running and okay. No more medical condition. If he, the day you want to know that it is Buhari, it is not Buhari there in that body. One day you will see in occasion scream, "Hey, bomb, 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 bomb," or you will find people shooting. You will see he will run more than you. He will run more than you. That is the easiest way to find out who is that guy, because he is very careful these days. That is the reason why they went to Imo State yesterday. Well, they didn't go to the airport, to the Owerri airport. They have to fly him into the venue. Fly him into the venue. That is as a result of his evil deed against Biafrans. And Hope Uzodimma. The same way you people are scared of your life, you will continue to be scared of your life until Nigeria ceases to exist. Now, I am actually appealing to the leadership, the DOS. Of course, we watched and we saw how sit at home yesterday was in place. It was perfect. This is not sit at home, people wake up 6 o'clock to go and report. This is a perfect sit at home. But I am appealing to the leadership. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to the leadership that each time we want to call on sit at home, the reason why I am actually appealing on, appealing on the leadership is that, there is a video I saw, but each time we have to go for sit at home, the leadership, please always announce that the sit at home is not involving the hospitals because they do not know. We know that the sit at home is not, hospital is not actually asked to sit at home. And all these medical facilities, the essentials, they're not asked to sit at home. So it is very important that we continue to announce it, remind them each time we are calling on sit at home. We remind them that hospitals must be open, doctors must go to work. If anything disrupt you, you show them your evidence to show that you are working in medical field. It is very, very important. The reason why I say this, there is a video that is making round on social media where a man went to look for a friend and he could not find a friend. It looks like the husband traveled and he wanted to actually, do, white and Amado with the woman. The woman refused. I don't know if it is a true story or is this people just talking, that the man macheted that woman's face. It is horrible. People like that, are not supposed to live in our society that we are trying to elevate. People like that man's supposed to be hunted down, like, and use him and set a good example for him to, to actually do to that to a woman because he asked him to sleep with him and she refused. Victimization, this is gender-based violence that can never be condoned in Biafra land. And we need to talk about it more. And secondly, I'm appealing to the leadership. Please always remind the doctors and nurses to go to work during sit at home, because some of these people, they always look for a way to dodge work. But let us always remind them that they must go to work during sit at home. As long as they have a proof to show that they are working in hospitals, in medical facilities, emergencies, very, very important. That is my observation with regards to yesterday's sit at home. But otherwise, the sit at home was actually tops. And we say, we extend our gratitude to our people for actually acknowledging and sitting at home. That means that our people are fully, ready for their freedom. But do not allow disobedient thing to come and deceive you, because he is trying to actually convert your yearning for freedom into we have gotten Igbo presidency. So if they cannot fix their themselves, it means that is their problem. That is the narrative that the British want to push through Obi. We have given them Igbo presidency. They have gotten Igbo presidency. So, of course, when they got Igbo presidency, we will not allow him to do anything good for Ndi Igbo or for any other person. So, if they continue to agitate, that is their problem. We will just ignore them. Knowing fully well that the same people you are giving Igbo presidency are the same politicians that never did anything much from the state level. That is the reason why they know that they have to find a way to replace the struggle with Igbo presidency. That is the plan of Britain, and Fulani. Don't forget, do not forget, they want to steal this momentum. They want to water down this flame that is burning in you, that burning desire that is in you, yearning and calling for freedom of thy nation. They want to actually water it down so that you don't remember that you need freedom, because it will cost you another 8 years. Then another 8 years, you are going to start actually trying to fight for freedom again, while Britain and Nigeria will be looking forward to give you another candidate. That is the way it is. So if you know how to pound inside the mortar, otherwise on your feet, the choice is yours. Those imam, those people preaching and not telling you exactly what is the right choice, that shows you they are up to something. They keep telling you, make a wise choice, make a wise choice. Who is the wise choice? They don't tell you. Have education. It's very, very dangerous. Until we meet again, stay safe. Remain informed. Bye for now.